Heyo, y'all. Welcome to WatchaMania. It's your AEW Dynamite, Greensville, South Carolina, July 31st, 2024. Watch along and live reactions. I'm your host, AdvyDeven. As always, y'all, welcome in. Hope your weeks have been lovely. Hope your time has been nice. Hope the vibes have been good for you. Because if not, regardless, I should say, about to get a lot better. I know the show is going to be awesome tonight. We got you, Cam. Welcome in, by the way. Hey there, George. Yeah. No, I don't think much of us are keeping up with it too much. I do know that there's going to be some Olympics on tonight, and that's probably going to impact Dynamite's viewership. Because apparently it did already. So I will be right with. I gotta go jump the dryer. Yo, go fight it. Beat his butt. But yes, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. Do drop a thumbs up on your way in. I gotta say, before we even went live, we already had 10 thumbs up. Shouts out, y'all. That's so awesome. Thank you so much. Like, really. But once upon a time, it was a dream to be able to get that much on a stream well after it had ended. Now y'all are coming through so soon. It's awesome. So yeah. Do drop the thumbs up because that helps get us boosted and recommended, which will help us get seen by those who might be looking for these vibes. Maybe that was you once upon a time. And yes, those thumbs up really did help us help you find us inadvertently. So pay it forward. These vibes might be what people are looking for. Yo, EO, what's up, fam? Got you. Go pop you in here. My music had stopped on its own, I noticed. Oh, I see, because my replay. That's fine. I'm going to be pausing it after this song anyways, because it'll be Nord time. DMs, I will tend to DMs later. Hey there, Greg. How you doing? Hope you... Indeed, I am. It was one of those just kind of waiting for the day to get moving kind of things for me. And once I got out of work, once I got the chimp, just like everything started going kosher. Just got something in my belly as well, so I'm not going to be starving throughout stream like I did to myself last night. Which, yes, is why I was stuttering and tripping over my words a lot, is because I had not eaten. You can always tell that I'm, that I'm not hungry, just, well, I'm not hungry. I'm not fed, just based on that alone. I'm a sports fan. Hell yeah, dude. Judo and BJJ are both so fun to watch. And I say that because I know they are very different sports, but they are often, like, there is some crossover there, you know? Did you get to try the Pat 2K DLC? I think it was adding new moves and football was done, but something fun. Fair. No, I haven't. I was on TK this morning, and it seemed it was not unlocked yet. I think it had to wait. I had to wait till 9 p.m. Oh, sorry, 9 a.m. Pacific time, which would have been noon my time. And I had to leave for work a little over an hour before that. So I just got home like about an hour ago, so I hadn't really had a chance to look at it. But I'm going to be hopping on 2K for a bit tonight just to handle some maintenance stuff. So I'll peep with them. I'm interested in the new moves, really. That's what got me caught. Because I saw one of them. It was like a choke slam. I'm trying to remember. It was a choke slam variation. I can't quite remember what it is now off the top of my head. All right. I'll be reminded sooner. Just keeping an eye on the clock so that way I can fire up Nord in an orderly fashion. Came out 1 p.m. I did. Oh, okay. Why it's 6 for Pat Crew? Primetime jobbers. No show. That's awesome. I think I saw something on my phone notifications about you saying something like that on the Discord, but I hadn't had a chance to like look around on the server yet. I'm gonna hear the show 11 month of you. Yeah. Oh, that's so vile, Hex. I'm so sorry to hear that, friend. I hope the work is good to you. I do appreciate you swinging in and sending the good vibes our way just for a little bit. Yo, you got your Ospreay shirt today? That's awesome, Lone Star. What's up, bud? Friend? Hope you've been doing well. Hope your week's been good. I think I'm just going to pause this music. Just get that out of the way now. That's true. Verse. Everyone runs surrounded by fire, so things would have been wild. Yo, that's nuts. It was in the clip. It was like a whole minute waiting for them to come out. Just like doing that. Just those animations. What's up, Cincy? How goes it? Welcome in, fam. Just about to get started, sweet. Yo, I'm sleeping on that trios match on tonight with the Conglomeration, but like, y'all, we got El Toro Blanco and formerly known as Black Taurus on the same team. We got to get some sort of like gray animal and the Greyhound. Roddy Strong's the Greyhound now, just to go with it. Like, yeah, bulls and dog don't make sense. Don't just stick with the color scheme. Ishii versus Mortos, right, Cam? Cam popped off with that. It's like, we're going to be in the same ring. What's going to happen? And I'm so here for it as well. Welcome back, Rhea. We're just getting started up. Don't mind any buffering, y'all. It should only be brief as we're just here to get a commercial-free edition of Dynamite fired up, shared in the sidecast on the Discord if you're looking to have that experience. There we go. American Champion. It's so ridiculous. That belt looks so grotesque. And I hate that the middle piece looks transparent because the pattern of it matches the belt perfectly. Or almost perfectly. But yes, y'all, we should be all good to go. If you're still buffering, just give it a refresh. You should be fine. And of course, drop a thumbs up on the way in. Goes a long way in supporting the channel. Please and thank you. On our way to 500 subs. We can start those all elite rewinds once we hit it. So if you're new, hit that sub. Fuck a cold open. We're going right in, right? What's up, Zachary? How goes it? Nothing but love for my international champion. Oh, it looks so WCW, doesn't it? It reminds me of the WCW US title. It does. It really does. And that's not a bad title to be reminded of. Even though it was just a low hanging fruit. Oh my god, I think he did. Got you, George.
So you simple-minded folks,
Ospreay. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it, Lone Star.
I'll be busy talking to real America. Thanks.
For fuck's sake, dude.
I said shut your mouths. No class down south. No class.
Right.
Looking at the man who single-handedly defeated with ease that redcoat terrorist Will Ospreay and brought gold back home to our great nation. The
Agree,
same
Craig, it
man
is door.
who will be a one-man militia and I will walk into enemy territory Sunday, August 25th, all in London.
It's ease. I can't.
Will Ospreay again.
Easy dub. Is the funniest thing to me. I just can't.
So, allow me to ask you people, for once in your miserable, worthless lives, show some respect, have some decorum.
There's a
and
bros.
please rise for your
Love that.
American hero.
There it is. How long have you been a wrestling fan or WWE? Jordan, I became a pro wrestling fan in 2007, thanks to The Undertaker. On WWE, I was primarily oh my god, he is fucking sprinting as Ospreay went flying down. Guys, Danny needs to send him a cease and desist, right? Stop stealing my shtick. Right. The babyface stuff was a ruse, Zachary.
I'm gonna put you through pain that you can't even imagine, bro.
that easy dub like you want a video game lawyers. Right?
American Championship. Last time I checked, I'm in the United States of America. I know one thing about Yanks, mate. They love that flag the same way I love my own country's flag. But yeah, not a single one of these people refused to acknowledge that championship. Do you want to know why?
It really was. Like, you look back on it, it was very, like, you kind of saw the writing on the wall then. But it became even clearer when it was just, like, punked Danny out. The DG angle, though, was partially a write-off.
The international championship and you threw it in the trash like it was a piece of garbage. Let me tell you something, Max.
Oh, help me right next, Kong.
Have worked hard to make that championship have legacy and lineage. Men like Pac, Orange Cassidy,
John Moxley. Yup.
Ray Phoenix, Roderick Strong, and myself. All of us have no problem week in, week out, performing like our life is on the line for all of these people. You, Max, you do not fit that criteria. Max, it isn't that the international championship isn't worth anything to MJF. Nah, son, you are worthy of holding the international championship.
I really appreciate this promo right now. Let us not get away from the fact that this is the international championship. It is not going to stay the American championship.
Listen, guys, I get it. Home pride, I understand.
So many bros indeed, Sitsi.
You guys, he does not represent the American spirit, the American work ethic, mate. Trust me when I say this. When you come over to London at Wembley Stadium, home turf, I will restore honor to the international championship.
Not the USA chance. Let's not get that. Yeah.
Will Ospreay, huh? You're disgusting turncoats. That's what each and every single one of you are. Let me explain something to you, Will. I'm an American hero, pal. I've got morals. I'm not going to stand in the middle of the
I'll get into that in just a moment, EO.
You do. I let my action do the talking, pal. And at
Formerly known
Wembley
as
Stadium, I am going to annihilate you in front of all your crooked teeth countrymen.
Hassan, you were answered in the chat by Cam, the Canadian Zebra.
After what happens to you, you ain't gonna make it to Wembley, bruv.
He did not just cross his eyes for that.
In this shithole South Carolina. Everybody dies.
Uh-oh. I know what that means. Absolutely.
Oh, we're doing this now.
Murder, Hulk, monster. Not a man you want to cross.
All right, so Allin for some nice Dynamite and ready to... Yes. Yo, shouts out, David. Also in Florida. Although, South Carolina. I get that. It's in South Carolina. Correct, Hass. Height for Lance. Lance versus Will Ospreay. Like, this match was legendary to a lot of people. Both their 2019 G1 match and their match last year. I think, I want to say Dominion? I didn't see either match, but I know of them. Yo, immediately hooks, chokeslam. Oh my god. The height. Feel how you feel, Mike. That's all I can say. So to get into your thing, EO, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of having both. I can totally understand having a national and international championship, but the thing about that is, like, only if they actually represent what those represent. You know, when all of a sudden your international championship or your intercontinental championship is held by an American, and then your United States title is held by, like, I don't know, fucking a British person, I guess, first thing that comes to mind. Like, that's not even to say that's necessarily a bad thing. More so, like, you've kind of gotten away from the core idea of the title, it feels like. At least when both exist. When only one exists, makes much more sense to have that crossover. When both exist for the sake of, like, those are kind of divisions in a way, and like a weight class divisions, you know? Why are you going to compete for the cruiserweight title if you are a welterweight or something? And that can apply to all sports. But yeah, I know my opinion on that isn't the most popular, so. Right kick. Yeah, X-Cog, I get where you're coming from, but yeah. We don't want to yeah, it's already, we know. Oh my gosh, I had to throw it again. He flipped into it. Oh, you agree? Okay, that's cool. That's reassuring. I don't often get the same opinion. I feel like, because a lot of times I'll say people like, well, that can just, oh, my points on the matter have been refuted is what I was getting at. Yeah. Yeah, no real heat, XCOM, but get where you could.
You ground a guy who's an aerial assassin. That's what Ospreay is. You ground him. Just a full body slam on the outside. You heard that.
Ooh, Mercedes, I hope not. I don't want him. Oh my gosh, back to back. Practically, yeah. He uses quickness and athleticism to go for the leg. 100% Lone Star. He needs to take the base out of Archer, because right now you see that okay, that's a start, dealing some damage. I mean, I suppose he doesn't necessarily need to take the base out to do some damage, but it will absolutely help, especially in alleviating some that he's taking. Between all these slams, getting tossed around like he has, he's already in a lot of trouble. You're fine, Joyce. Just let us know.
I thought Archer was going to send Ospreay into the steps, but instead, Ospreay connecting though with the drop kick.
And Shane can bring to the table nothing. Shane brings nothing. Yeah.
And there you're seeing some of what we have tonight. We have a tremendous
Wait.
lineup with this
Oh shit. My thing reset. I was wondering why nobody brought it up.
Hangman, Adam Page, Darby, one-on-one, but Archer.
There we go.
A variation of the chokeslam there, bringing
I'm thinking Darby versus Hangman is the main.
anywhere because our opening contest will continue in picture.
Nice and smooth to the team.
I don't know, Lance Archer is doing a great job of just dictating this match, but boy, Taz, he took a long time.
I don't feel like there's much knowledge he can bring that a lot of other veterans that are already there could bring. And I don't think Shane McMahon, after demonstrating how much he's willing to book things around himself when given the permission or given the ability to pull it off, should be welcomed into this environment.
He's got Archer against the barricade. Big time overhand chop. Yeah, nasty.
Pending, Jordan. It is kind of happening at the moment. Look at that fan being like rallying him on. Wow, that was like oddly touching. You saw that fan had him by the hand, like, you can do this, man. And he's like, you think I could do it? Like, you got this, bro. This is a lot, but you can handle it. It's so.
For professional wrestling, he's highly, highly intelligent inside the ropes. No, you're right, Excalibur, and it's all the years of worldwide experience for Archer. You know, a lot of years. Look at this beat down here. Yeah, Archer just firing downhill with those elbow strikes. Yeah, well, you have that height. You know, that, what is he, 6'7"-ish? I mean, you don't have that kind of height. You're taller than everyone. You wouldn't know, Shivani. No. I'm not taller than anybody. I'm short not ass. You're a short ass. I'm shorter than my grandkids. I know.
It was like he's oh, he's got him. Yeah.
Archer is completely dominating Ospreay. Short arm clothesline there from the Murdoch Monster.
Ah, that's rough.
That's why you're one of
I'm sorry to hear that. Hope the weather clears up for you. Do take care, friend.
Come on, off to a rollicking start. We are, man.
An absolute.
We're in the midst of Will Ospreay getting a tail kicking as
is what we're seeing. Lance Archer is doing anything and everything he wants here.
Wondering why the Darby graphic has the jacket.
Are they the first offense we've seen?
I mean, it's been from Ospreay. Well, he's had some offense, smatterings of offense.
Yeah, a little bit here and there.
Running tackle. A supersonic offense, if you will.
There you go.
Ospreay tried
I don't know how I feel. I also don't know about, like,
It was counted quickly.
didn't Shane lose billions in China?
By Lance, just chucked our friend from the UK right
Yeah,
into the
there's that, I suppose. Like yeah, business side of things, sure, but even then, I don't know, because
From Utah's, but from Will Ospreay.
I don't know. My conspiracy theory brain also starts going off, and I don't really want to talk about that out loud on stream until I have a more concrete understanding of what this Shane situation is. It just needs a TV deal. It has one, and not for nothing, but like there's things are working out for it. Granted, they're about to exit that exclusivity period that Warner Brothers Discovery has to resign them. AEW is going to be able to look at some other options, but we do know AEW is loyal to this. Tony Khan in particular is loyal to WBD for how well they've been to AEW in the past. That's Cutter. I don't know why he turned around there, but led into that black hole slam. Yeah, in business. Shares a fair amount, right? You see, Cam, that's kind of my concern, especially if that is like the roundabout intent. I don't know, like, what interest does he have in being an AEW? Can't just be like, I just want to see AEW do better. Like, there's no way, right?
Not just that, guys. The head really whiplashed of Ospreay. But you see Ospreay saying, I'm not done yet. Let's take another look here. Try to take a look here, guys, at the head. The whiplash of Ospreay's head on the landing.
Yeah, that sky high was rough. Does not give it the attention he needed.
MJF's words from last week about Ospreay's dearly departed grandmother.
Caught him.
Weighing very heavily on the mind.
Not even downed.
What a Spanish fly that was. Well, you know, here's the deal. MJF is always going to take the low road, so to speak. He is always going to go to try to cut you underneath, talk about your family. I don't know why he does that, because that just gets the opponent riled up, Taz. I don't understand his strategy.
He looks at different trigger points. Right now, Ospreay's got himself
They're easily spiraling to complete negative. Yeah.
Emphatic stomp from the Murderhawk monster, Lance Archer.
I'm having a hard time seeing it from a positive perspective here.
I'm sure there's a little bit of a financial benefit from MJF towards the Murderhawk monster, bam, to put this beat down on Ospreay.
That's powerful legs.
It's also the stigma around the name McMahon. You know?
Up to the ropes, but
Oh, he got crotched. Okay.
not out of this fight yet.
He's got a good opening here.
He does, and that counter might have saved
It's just everybody
saved
tries.
himself, I should say. As Ospreay ascending to the top. No. Archer.
I just want to see him be like doing affirmations. Just be like,
Can Will Ospreay
you know, emotional positivity. Everybody cries.
What the hell is? Can he survive an avalanche chokeslam? Oh, Lance, don't do this.
Nice. Got it.
This time Archer narrowly escapes. Just missed it. Just missed it. That was amazing, though. And now the
I get that, Craig, but I also think that Ospreay can do nowhere near the amount of damage as Shane on his worst day.
Archer's tough. He's tough. Archer's triple tough. But right now, Ospreay's got a little momentum here, boys.
Oh, he's got him poised here. Here it comes.
Will Ospreay. Hidden blade, hidden blade.
Yeesh.
That one and connected. Covering a sense of urgency. No.
Whoa, that was close. Taz, you could tell that when he was poised for the hidden blade, that Archer had his head turned. He could see him coming. He knew it was coming.
You're right, and Archer knows. He knows Ospreay. He knows the deal with Ospreay.
I think got demons before confronting the devil.
With an athlete
Ooh.
the size of Lance Archer, even Will Ospreay,
Nice, Ray.
hits him right on the button. He has a
Wow.
chance to put Archer out, at least for this recount.
There's no doubt with the hidden blade. I
Archer been flipping right with for real, Deadpool. Archer is so deceptively athletic. Case in point, with that, it's like that super Shining Wizard. I don't know how to see it. Oh, there's this photo showing me to go to. Yeah, Wrestle Talk reported on it, and yeah, Cultaholic discussed it a lot. That pretty much blew up all over the place throughout the day. Yeah, it was just like a kick out at one. Flicking, he's just got a middle finger up. He doesn't even know where he's pointing it. He's just got a middle finger up. There it is. Archer is incredible. He really is. One of the best big man of this generation. Big man. Where'd you come from? The jacket split on the back. Oh, the brain buster. We're trying not to show his back because, yeah, you can see, there it is.
Well, MJF saw the opening there right after the match. To the point you're making that Ospreay was worn down. So trying to take advantage, Shivani, is MJF. Now look at this with the ring.
That'd be wild, Cincy, but honestly, if he publicly does some shit like that, yo, Fletcher with the crop top, I love that he's trying to bring it back. I've never seen anybody in a crop top and loafers. That's a look. Give me a mic. On some Scott Steiner shit. Give me a fucking mic. Got you, George. We'll get right on that. Right? You can't just throw that chat like that. That's hilarious.
I know you said no more getting involved in Ospreay's business because Ospreay's business is no longer family business, but that is my best friend.
Okay, we're doing this. We're doing this.
He might no longer be a part of the Don Callis family, but that is my brother. And he is laying in a heap on the ground right now because of that narcissistic, self-centered asshole. And I am not going to sit back there and let him terrorize this company, injuring whoever he wants with zero repercussions. So, Max,
100%.
allow me to reintroduce myself. I am your karma coming to bite you in the ass.
Okay.
Now, I heard every single word you said last week about America firstly, and look, I hope these people know you don't give a damn about America.
He's got a lot of new tattoos on his left arm, and I think that might be why. So look how his other arm is not oiled up. Oh, actually, never mind. There's a question.
Now, I might have been born in Australia, but when I was 8 years old, wrestling my couch pillows in my living room, I dreamt of one day moving to this country. And that is because this is where the best wrestle. And now this country has given me my dream girl, my dream car, my dream house, my dream life, and I will be forever grateful for that.
He's redundant as fuck.
I might be no politician, but I speak for all of Australia,
Proto star, like
and especially
star in the making.
when I say we are sick of the same old MJF bull crap.
Prototype star. You could think of dead.
You get your ass down here right now so I can punch your face a couple more times. You want me right now? You want me right now? You want me right now?
I get you. When you do, in isolation, it can just be like, what does that mean? But I actually, when I pieced it together, I'm like, okay, that's actually kind of clever. Yeah, Devil, right? It's like when I was like, oh, that makes sense. No, how not? Like how? When is he gonna ever actually take that bait?
Will Ospreay? I do. Nobody punches an American hero in the face and gets away with it. So you want a match? You're gonna get one on my time. Me versus you. Dynamite next week. You're on.
And there we go.
But if you thought Wembley last year was bad, Coyle Fletcher, you got another thing coming. I am going to kangaroo kick your goddamn face off, boy.
Boy, he said.
I am going to make sure that you suffer the same exact fate that that dirtbag Daniel Garcia did.
Name drop.
I'm going to break your neck and leave you in a pool of your own blood. And there'll only be one man to blame.
Wow.
Your little buddy over there, Will Ospreay. So, Will, I can't wait to see the look on your face when I'm done dismantling your boy. And for that, you can thank me later.
Imagine Kyle beats right. No! X-Kong's gotta be writhing right now.
You know Fletcher, Tony, he's not going to back down from that one.
Kyle Fletcher's been a champion. He's been the Ring of Honor television champion. He has had so much success in tag team wrestling, as you know. Should be a great match.
Ospreay standing behind him like that, looking awfully menacing.
Lawrence Joe Veterans Memorial Coliseum.
Well, MJF and Will Ospreay will do battle for the
Feels energy through the screen, take it to the next level. Agreed, EO. No, Fletcher. No, Pro Star is accurate. He is a star in the making. But I also do see how hard it is for him to beat the Will Ospreay accusations. And it's especially hard to, lean away from that when he's so heavily associated with Ospreay for years now. So I get that. But yes, Kyle Fletcher is awesome. You gotta remember that people were saying shit like this about Ospreay, 10 some years ago. So what's people gonna be saying about Kyle Fletcher in 2030, in 2035, Oh yeah, I'm thinking he's going to be forced to. I get where you're coming from, Deadpool. I feel like Don is gonna be like, hit him, or I'm throwing your contract out. Like the kayfabe will probably be that his contract with AEW lies in the hands of Don Gallis for some weird reason. Yeah, but the American hero answer, non-American wrestler gimmick I don't like. He sounds like a right fucking Tory. He does. Sometime next. Oh yeah, no. AEW. Its goal is always long-term storytelling, but sometimes they'll just end up taking too long to tell a story that could be told at a normal pace. Exhibit A, Shida Deeb. Hikaru Shida and Hikaru Shida and Serena Deeb. I thought I mixed it up for a second. That would have been rough. They had a 5-match series that spanned 4 months. We didn't need to do that. 4 months. Even before, and that was a pre-collision time. So you only had Dynamite and Rampage. Still, Dynamite and Rampage. Why was this not one pay-per-view cycle worth of feuding? It spanned 2 pay-per-views, neither of which the feud was actually featured on, if I'm correct. So it's just why we do that? Why we take so long to tell that story? It feels like one of those stories that you kind of set down on the side and you forget about a few 1 week's too many. Because AEW does have a habit that's kind of fallen out of somewhat, but does have a habit of trying to cycle out talent. Where, especially because they have so many shows now, when it was just Dynamite and that was it, you would rarely see the same person wrestle on Dynamite 2 weeks in a row, let alone against the same people. But here in a post-Rampage world, in a post-Collision world, there's a lot more room to book those rematches without having to wait a few weeks. You just got to remember to do it. You just got to care to do it. You got to make the time to do it. And, I can definitely see Kyle Fletcher not turning on Ospreay until, the end of the C2. The end of the year. And, I feel like this is something you can do by All Out. Especially because it kind of feels like the writing's on the wall. Why does Kyle Fletcher look like MGK? Damn, he kind of does with that blonde hair. Now you make me want him to go back to the room even more. Just looking at breakouts could easily include Sky Blue. That's just off the top of my head. This year is crazy. Truth. You could. I feel like some would argue that Daniel Garcia and Sky Blue were more of a last year thing than this year thing. Maybe even Billy Starks to an extent. But all the same, a lot of their hype and breakout has happened this year. Earlier in the year for Sky, and Daniel Garcia kind of threw out. Is Sky Blue ever having ankle surgery? Oh, she had ankle surgery. Yo, yeah, shuts out. Hope that goes. Hope her recovery goes well, because that stuff doesn't have the greatest recovery, you know. So concerned about that. But anyways, yeah, we're just about halfway through the show. We've had 2 segments and a match. There was only 4 matches announced for tonight's show. I'm wondering if we're gonna get a sneaky 5th. Like, the next generation is taking it. Truly. Oh yeah, no. And it's wild, right? Because pro wrestling kind of has been doing this generation after generation, where I feel like next generation, it's not going to be uncommon to see a main event scene full of people under 30. Like, it's wild. You know, back in the day, it was like to win a world championship before you turned 30 was unprecedented. You had to be Undertaker or Yokozuna to do that, you know? Nowadays, you have MJF having the greatest world championship run in a company's history at the age of 26. It's absolutely insane. He did vaguely mention Sky Blue, yes. Not by name, but we know who he was talking about.
On last week's Dynamite, but first things first, I gotta ask Big Bill, what's going on with this cake?
You know, as the famous saying goes, when the fruits of your labor are bountiful, thou must enjoy. So, Kris, we got you this cake to celebrate 102 days as FTW champion. What an accomplishment.
Oh, I love those 102-day celebrations.
That is one thing, but 102, that is next level.
Hi, guys. Imagine that, Marvez. 102 days as the For the World champion. The longest running For the World champion in the history of the business. Also, did you know, Marvez, there's never been a cake in wrestling that didn't end up smashed in someone's face. But that's
Watch it, Marvez.
Tonight. Because the only face that's going to get smashed is yours, Shibata, for showing your face after I beat the murder grandpa Suzuki, after he broke my finger. You're all alone, Shibata. There's no more Samoa Joe. We haven't seen Hook since he threw a fireball in his face. So even though I can't take you out, Shibata, the bad apple will.
That's right, Shibata. You need to mind your own damn business.
Oh, okay.
Next week on Dynamite, I'm your business.
Bet. Bryan Keith versus Shibata, I am so here for.
What? You want to respect Chris Jericho? Eat that damn cake.
You want to respect Chris Jericho? Eat that damn cake is great. Is Alex Marvez active again? Because we wanted to take him off the list, Rhea. That's how these things work, and we know it. Nation. Bye. That's. I hear you, Craig. Here for that. Not with the long storylines. Chris Jericho sitting at 8 years gone too long. Agreed, yo. Every Chris Jericho story finds its way into lasting like 6 months longer than it needed to. See JAS. How did Tongaloa injure his eye? It was due to the eye gouge. It was an intense eye gouge the previous week, and I guess they just really leaned into that so they can put Jacob Fatu in the match. I feel like they didn't need to do that. I feel like they could have just waited until the Bloodlines music hit. Because as soon as you found out Jacob Fatu was in that match, you knew Bloodline was winning. And I just couldn't get into Street Profits running the gauntlet because I'm like, y'all are going to get bodied the second that music hits. And then Jacob Fatu's music hits. Not even the Bloodlines, not Solos. Jacob Fatu's. Okay, so, yeah, writing was on the wall. Well, yes, anyways, focusing back here to AEW.
Also from Long Island, New York, she is the CMLL World Women's Champion, Willow Nightingale.
Yeah, there's a ton of
Her music is just the best. I don't care. Never change this theme song. Shawn Michaels' theme should change before this theme song changes.
Long Island in New York. There's a lot of history with them, good history, but that went south real quick, Shivani.
Eye
Well,
on a full match. Wild.
I think that's the fact of the
Jericho story will end.
Hathaway.
You think so, Al?
Chris Statlander saying, you know,
I mean,
Nightingale is holding
I feel like the ending is Hook bodying him
ducks underneath the
efficiently, but that's kind of how the story started. You know, I don't think we need to do all this for it to come back.
ascending to the top.
Feel that, Drew. AEW is also my favorite pro wrestling promotion. Has been for years. It kind of saved my my pro wrestling interest in 2018 as it was fading towards the end of the year. Never changed the theme song too. Never changed the W. Yes,
Very cheerful personality.
that title is hideous. It is not a good-looking title. No, I'm not about it. But I'm also not. It's also one of those things where it's like, it's not the company I'm actively watching, so I can't make too much complaints. Music would bump harder if she ever healed it. Oh, that would be an interesting take, since you have her just walking out with that, like, that evil smirk. Just like villain smirk. I hate that she would probably kill it. But no, she really does feel like a lifelong babyface. As she really fucking runs through Statlander right now. Holy crap. Also, Seaman has never been known for good design. 100%. It's exactly it. The title feels like it looks like it's paper mache.
Instead, the roll-up, no, Willow counters. As Statlander looking for the roundhouse kick, and
Lexicon of Jericho. Drink it in, man. No shit. Although the drink it in is probably one of my favorite Jericho-isms.
that extra little bit of leverage.
Not much of a smile now, huh?
No. She's all business. Willow, when it's go time, she's tough as hell. As Statlander on the outside, Willow. Oh, Stat.
Just avoided that PK.
To Willow Nightingale, but Willow
Did you just...
avoids
What'd you think happened to her when she missed the kick?
Statlander introduced face first in the apron. Both of these
Your
ladies
favorite
for
wrestler
sure.
on AEW Sky... Your favorite women's wrestlers on Sky Blue? Nice. Personally, I'm a Jamie Hayter guy. Big fan of Karushita, and Athena has always been goated to me. I'm so happy that she's getting the Asuka-like run that she never got to formally end.
Stick with the action in picture. Kris Statlander, Willow Nightingale, one-on-one live on Dynamite.
CMLL catch-up challenge win. Never. And joke, since you'd have to watch 100 years of content, right? That's what I'm saying. It's like, that's a lifetime commitment right there.
Eliminator match that Willow was
Statlander's starting to turn it around, though.
now having to turn around just days later to face Kris Statlander. That's a tall order. Is Statlander now the cover?
It says the Sky Blue injury, not formally through the company, no, but according to a member of the chat here, she apparently underwent ankle surgery yesterday, was successful seemingly, so hopefully the recovery is just as great. I heard Tony Khan wants Athena to wrestle War AEW. Fucking bet! I hope that's the case, George. She needs to be on television, not behind a paywall.
Week after week, Wednesday nights live on Dynamite for sure, and tonight is on par. And Mariah May
Ah, the fish hooks. Smile now.
his match at All
I just realized that's what she said.
25th, where she will challenge.
Okay. She grabbed the wrist like that. I thought she was going to do that Ethan Page, yank up out the corner power slam.
Lariat and Willow counters.
Nice, the crucifix.
The cocky cover almost backfired there.
You see, pro wrestling has taught me that if I'm ever going to pin somebody, I'm never going to pin them back to belly like that. Because they can so easily reverse the pin on me.
Some fireworks, especially after Blood and Guts last week.
That's epic, Rhea. I didn't know she is so over Stat. I know when she beat Stat at World's End, I was like, oh my god, that's huge, you know? And it technically was, because Statlander had been very protected up to then, and really still kind of is. But that just goes to show how high up on the totem pole Willow is now. Because Statlander is like probably one of the top 5 most protected women in the company's history. And Willow is kind of bumping her off that list.
And then raining some right hands. Well, you saw Willow. She was covering up. She understands a ground and pound situation from an athlete like Statlander could be real bad.
By the way, for our fans in the UK,
Ridiculously getting really over now. Anytime it will be the right time to bring it back to you. For real. Like, I get that she is like on this highly unbeaten streak, and it kind of gets in the way of things, but
Sunday, August 25th.
you can work with that, you know?
Yeah, it does. And it will be in about 3 hours.
Tony thought it was going to be August, and then you shut him down. I don't know why you would do that. Man, well, I'm a stickler. You're annoying. Well, that too, but
Yes, although if I'm not mistaken, this is their third singles match in AEW.
come on. All right. Willow Nightingale in serious trouble here, trying to fend off her second Eliminator challenge in the space of a week.
Shane signs AEW needs to feud for sure.
As the crowd growing behind Willow Nightingale.
Zachary, I saw that meme too.
Applying the punishment.
Just give them the mics and let them go. Oh, good shout, good shout. Okay, so then this is their fourth AEW match.
Absorbing a tremendous amount of punishment from Statlander.
Yeah, you see right now, Stat going for a super. Oh, nice counter. Oh, look at the power of Willow, Shivani.
Yeah, Willow did that, and it looked like she was down and out, but she's coming right back. I think
Out of the belts. 8. That was November last year, right?
that she has, Willow Nightingale.
Yeah, no, I agree. She definitely has.
Or like late October, maybe?
I feel like Stokely feels like, oh, there's more in an athlete. Hold on here.
Big time spine buster. Willow the stack, and Statlander able to kick out.
There's more in an athlete like Statlander. There
Fair
is
enough.
Willow, hence why Stokely attached himself to Statlander, which I
Fair enough,
personally don't have a problem with. I think that was a good move by Stoke, but you know, I know that's not the popular.
October 21st. Knew it. Yep, that's my brother's birthday. That's why I was like, why does that sound familiar?
Of the danger that she is in this position.
If I'm not mistaken, that was probably the first. No, that was probably the second Battle of the Belts collision.
Now getting hammered down by Willow Nightingale. Lefts and rights raining down.
Statlander has such strong and powerful legs, but you couldn't get Willow.
Is Kris Statlander winning?
Going for a pounce there, possibly. Oh, look at that.
She does seem to have control at the moment.
Very bad.
Electric chair drop to Willow.
First by Statlander. And now the axe kick comes.
Okay.
Statlander the cover.
For a second, I was thinking, is she going to do a stomp? I'm glad that's not the case, because that's something that Britt really does a lot.
Little tension in the eyes right there of Stokely.
And Tony, we talked about how Willow Nightingale fending off the challenge from Deonna Purrazzo this past Saturday at Battle of the Belts. Now this Eliminator challenge from Kris Statlander. In the midst of all that, Willow Nightingale was actually at the San Diego Comic-Con International last week, and so she's been all over the map, but also at Comic-Con
Okay.
last week.
I thought she was going to go for a clothesline again.
Wembley Stadium, all in London, August 25th. It will be Mercedes Mone defending the TBS Championship against Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And we understand that Mercedes' new associate, Camille will be making her AEW in-ring debut here tonight. But right now, Willow.
Oh, Camille is going to be debuting tonight. Okay, dope. Oh, my gosh. Wow, that was concerning. But she landed that so smoothly.
Man, that was a nasty. Look at Stokely. He's pissed about it. He better be careful. He's wearing white pants, you know.
Not for long.
It's hard to...
with grip on
Oh,
Stokely, and that's
Stokely just avoided that slap. It was...
Around and back to Statlander, who has gotten to her feet.
Statlander.
Damn.
Using Willow's anger against her as Statlander returning Willow to the ring.
Hey, I understand it. Stokely pisses a lot of people off.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Everywhere he goes.
Yeah, an hourly basis.
And Statlander.
Another stat. Oh my gosh, caught her to that powerbomb jackknife cover. Nice.
Statlander breaks
Then a DDT.
Statlander on the crown of her head. Willow, the cover, and
That's a huge kick out by
That's a hard question to answer.
If the land on your head a couple times.
I want to say Nyla.
how much is
I want to say Nyla Rose.
driven by the desire to become the CMLL Women's World Champion, and how much is it just her hatred, how much she despises Willow Nightingale. But Willow keeping her eye on the task at hand, hammering down on the head of Statlander.
What does Willow have in mind here?
Statlander trying to
Britt and Saraya. I kind of get where you're coming from, X Kong, but it's also like I don't think they've ever resolved their feud. Oh, okay.
But sent Willow back down into the ring, and Statlander
Damn.
50 splash 2 3 no.
I thought she had him, but I guess not.
Wow.
The official in the ring says it was just a 2 count.
Now, Aubrey was right on top of that. A lot of the fans thought it was a,
Agreed, EO. That's what it's feeling like.
Kris Statlander,
Well, that's what
that
friends
metal chain.
That's what friends and alliances are for. When you have someone like Stokely, Sketchy Jones.
And look at Stokely diverting the referee's attention.
Saraya hates Mercedes. When was that established? They haven't even crossed paths in AEW.
Willow Nightingale might be out on her feet from that 450.
This is not good.
But she's going to go out cold, courtesy of Statlander.
No.
1, 2, 3.
Here is her winner, Kris.
Damn.
Now, Statlander now gets a title shot.
There it is.
Edwards, she never saw it. She never saw that chain wrapped around Statlander's hand.
Yeah, you can't blame the referee at all. There's no doubt about that.
Look at Stokely hiding the evidence.
God damn it. Aubrey doing her best to be like,
As if Statlander
I don't see this chain.
desired to humiliate
Looking everywhere but the 30-degree cone that would allow her to see the chain.
CMLL Women's World Championship away from her, but now it's the
There's been no story driven between Merce. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You see, whereas Nyla had that match recently with Mercedes, and Mercedes tried to make an example of her with Britt's move. Nyla and Britt have a lot of history. I shouldn't say a lot of history, but they have some history in feuding over the women's world title. Being in the same division, they've kind of just crossed paths a fair amount of times. Actually, I shouldn't say that because I can't remember too many matches between them. Been like, nah, drop him, Stoke. What you think this is?
From Statlander. They need to just try to roll Willow out of the ring here. Get her out of harm's way.
Something tells me she's about to take out these security guys.
receiving end of the beating during the match, and now it's Kris Statlander. Look at this.
She's whooping these guys' asses. Well, what's Stokely doing here? He's trying to hold her up. It's not like him.
Yeah, I don't know what. I think Stokely wants Kris Statlander to unleash her fury on Willow Nightingale.
I'll save some of that energy.
Gun ref wouldn't take no crap.
Well, now we know Kris Statlander. She's earned a shot at Willow Nightingale's CMLL Women's World Championship by virtue of her victory here tonight, tainted or not. It was Statlander.
Smile anyway. Fucking asshole.
And then some trash talking by Stokely afterwards. Look at this. Milking it for all it's worth.
Maybe one day, Eric.
Look at that. She even carried Stokely, helped her off the apron. That was helping her short king come back down to earth. Kris Statlander punishing Willow Nightingale.
She okay?
After the bell, just an uncalled for assault, Tony.
She's. I don't remember stuff happening to her lower back.
From not only Stokely, but obviously Kris Statlander, but she's got her title shot.
Now you saw Willow struggling to get up the ramp, and fans coming up on Sunday, August 25th, all in London at Wembley Stadium. The main event will be Swerve Strickland defending his AEW World Championship against the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. And we know that we will hear from Bryan Danielson next live on Dynamite. But let's take you back to 1 week ago where Bryan Danielson was talking to Renee Paquette and had a very
We don't,
interesting interaction
Mike.
with none other than Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
Even talking to Doc Samson, your neck is fixable. You got to make sure that it stays fixable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna do my best. You know what I mean? And yeah, just try to enjoy the moment because I mean Wembley Stadium. I mean how awesome.
Renee, I apologize. Bryan, you know better than anybody that I was crushed, that I didn't win the Owen. You overcame the odds that I didn't. But now you got Wembley. Hell, it sounds like you've got 1 foot out the door. If you're going to go all in, freaking go all in. A lot of people believe in you, and I'm at the very top of that list.
Sat down just to say that. That's the part that I find so funny. It's the second match of the night. The first match was won by Faceless. Exactly right. Thank you very much. Could not have said it better myself. That being said, y'all, if you could be so kind, do drop a thumbs up on the stream. Goes a long way in supporting the channel. It's as boosted and recommended though to those who may be looking for vibes like this. And if you're new here, do subscribe. We're on our way to 500 subscribers. That way we can start up the All Elite Rewinds, which gets some memberships on the channel, which will allow us to bring over some custom emotes, which will make the chat all the more fun, I think. So yes, please and thank you. It goes so far for us. Oh, that's a fair ask, Greg. I don't think you're coming up mean when you say such. Oh, another thing before I exit plug mode, do make sure that bell's always on for notifications. We're a purely live stream channel, so those notifications are our lifeline. No worries, Craig. I know the feeling. When it comes to YouTube, it is not the friendliest with its message size. Imagine I'm supposed to say the resting place. Okay. Wait for the splash screen. Sorry, just kind of like zoning out into this black void screen. I mean, maybe so. Here's the question, Mike. Are you entertained by the show or the results? Because, like, sometimes it's not always about how it ends. It's not always the destination. It's the journey, you know? So, yeah, I can understand wanting some surprise on the end of that every now and then. Things that you can't really... There's only so much we can do. I was playing stories for shows instead of just ending with bad writing. I would say challenge yourself to specify how it could be better. Yes, Ray. That is a very fair take as well.
American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
Great reaction for Danielson right here in South Carolina. You know what? I really love Swerve Strickland, what he has brought to the AEW World Championship. I think it's been a great run. Absolutely. But how can you not feel for Bryan Danielson, who said this would be his last year, and he gets his shot at Wembley at becoming AEW World Champion? It's, I don't know, it's an amazing...
For real, EO. Thank you so much. It's really awesome to see. Because like I said at the start of the stream, 10 likes, like, by the time the relevancy of a stream died was a miracle kind of thing, you know. And now everyone shows up and shows out so often. Like I can understand, yeah, sure, it's just a click of a button, whatever, but still, the effort being made shows y'all care, and I really appreciate that. A lot of us really appreciate it. The mods I know appreciate that because they do a lot of hard work around here too, and that validates that in its own way all the same. That being said, respect the mods. That blue wrench has power.
It is great to be in Greenville. And usually people say that just to get a cheap pop, just to get that cheer that I just got there. But my wife and I, we actually got our engagement pictures taken right here in Greenville.
That's tough.
Why? You guys have a beautiful downtown. I love it here.
Fans of cheese here.
You know, it's funny.
Wow, fans chanting for Bree.
Through those pictures.
while we did, you realize it's very true what they say. You don't realize it's the good old days until they're almost gone.
Gotcha, David.
And tonight, I'm here to talk to you guys about two things: presence and promises. I have been very lucky in my career. You know, I was forced to retire. I had it all taken away from me. But since I've come back from that retirement, I've been able to be present. When they say you don't know that you're in the good old days until they're almost gone, I was able to know. I was able to be present in the good old days. These last 3 years at AEW have been incredible, and they have been the funnest time of my career. Tonight, before I came out here, I was able to be present behind the curtain. When I came out here and you guys were chanting yes, I was able to be present.
Goosebumps. Look at him doing that.
There's just some moments that I'll never understand. Thank you. And for that moment, I was able to be present. So now, let's talk about promises. I promised my daughter that when she was 7, I would stop wrestling full time. I promised my family that my contract with AEW would be the last wrestling contract I ever signed, and that contract ends tomorrow. And I promised myself that every time I stepped foot in this ring, I would give every single thing that I have for the fans because you guys deserve it, and for myself because I deserve it.
No, 100%.
When I came to AEW, I said I was going to do two things. I said I was going to kick people's heads in, and I said I was going to win the AEW World Championship.
Please do. Please do.
Now, over the last 3 years, I've kicked a lot of people's heads in. But I have not won the AEW World Championship. Yet.
I'm concerned. I'm waiting for the Who's House.
Now, this is probably going to be my last shot. Not probably. It will be my last shot. And it's at AEW's biggest show of the year at Wembley Stadium at Allin. And there's doctors telling me that I shouldn't wrestle. And my family doesn't want me to wrestle. But here's my promise. My promise is that I will go to Wembley Stadium and I will be present for that moment. I promise that I will go to Wembley Stadium and give you every single thing that I have. I promise that I will give you 100% where 100 is not possible. I promise. That at Allin, with my body, with my mind, with my soul, I will go all in.
Oh,
And to ensure that I keep that.
there it is. I knew this guy was going to have to shit on the moment. Oh. Oh.
Unfortunately for Danielson, the AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland.
Damn, is it a work or is it truly? No. The injury, yes, he is actually injured. It is a shoot. Dr. Sampson does not want him working all in. But it's looking like it's going to be feasibly possible for him to do so from a medical standpoint, so he's going to. And that's what he's saying right now.
Blame the world champion for coming out here.
No, I get what you're saying, and I understand that, and I think it's a good move by Strickland. I don't know what Strickland's going to do or say, but I definitely think it's important because Danielson was definitely pulling on the heartstrings of the people because he was being sincere. And when Danielson says he's going to give you over 100% in London at Wembley, he's not lying. He's going to go for the gusto and try to capture
Bryan Danielson's fake good face can be vibes.
AEW Dynamite TBS inside the
I get it. I see it.
challenge for the AEW World Championship at All In London. That man, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, until he was speaking passionately, speaking from the heart, until he was interrupted by the champion, Swerve Strickland. Will Swerve be able to leave London, England, as still the AEW World Champion? We are 26 days away from finding out.
Wow. Put it like that. 26 days. Position check. Who would you want to be Bryan's final opponent wrestler? All I gotta do.
The house is split.
That's great.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Bryan's final opponent in wrestling could be anyone from any of them. Very final opponent. Zack Sabre Jr.
The fact that you inspired an entire generation of young wrestlers to go out there and pursue their dreams, me included.
Yeah, it happens,
And
Igarashi.
if this was any other time, I really would be rooting for you. I'd be rooting for you and cheering you on to go all in and win that AEW World Championship and have your moments. But this is Swerve Strickland's time. When I came to AEW, I said I was going to win the AEW World Championship, and I did.
Oh, shit. Shinsuke also a shout.
You're one of the greatest of this generation.
I think so too,
But
Higurashi.
I'm one of a kind. Hell, I'm so ahead of my time that people 10 years from now are going to want to sit back and press rewind. You came in here at AEW, said you was going to win the AEW World Championship. You said you were going to kick everybody's head in. I guess you couldn't handle it when they started kicking back.
She's not true, but yes, we're currently with the Danielson Swerve promo segment.
I'm letting you know right now, Bryan. I'm going to let you know right now.
That's a Shap
Bryan,
Cam.
This is not an achievement award. This is not something that you get after 25 years of service. No, this here belt is something that you shows you and shows everybody else that beyond a shadow of doubt that you are the best in the world. And I am the best in the world. You challenged Will Ospreay and you had a classic, but you lost. Hell, on top of that, you got hurt. Will Ospreay challenged me and I won. You took on
I
the
knew it.
Anarchy in the arena and you got pinned. While I led Team AEW against the Elite at Blood and Guts and we won. Hell.
Led, you say?
In front of 80,000 people that are all in while you were too broken down to even get on a flight to London.
Gosh, Swerve, what's...
maybe your body just can't handle the pressures of being a champion. I know you like to make a lot of promises and you want to
This is
be
rough.
in the moment.
He is killing.
So let's be in this moment, Bryan. And let me make a promise to you. I promise you that I am the most dangerous man in AEW.
Tall
I
order.
also promise you this, that you will not be walking out of Allin as champion. Hell, after I'm done with you, you may never walk again.
Ooh, he's about to fire back. I just know it.
I have one more promise. I promise if I don't win the AEW World Championship, I will never wrestle again.
Oh, wow. What the hell? What?
I don't like this. No, why you gotta say that though? Why you gotta say that though?
Danielson, he's been qualifying his last time, or his last year as a full-time wrestler, but
Your title versus my career at Allin. Swerve, what do you say?
that's very noble of you, Bryan. But don't keep that promise to me. Keep it with your family.
Ooh.
Strickland never with any compunctions about making things personal.
Well, it's the right thing to do with this size of a match. With the prize that's on the line, the AEW World Championship, Strickland is playing the mental game perfectly, in my opinion, with Danielson.
Let's think about it. He gets to be one of the greatest of all time. Mount Rushmore. White. I'm just like, what?
Here tonight, putting his career on
Oh, man.
Tony, I mean, this is massive. We all knew how big
He absolutely did make it personal, and not for nothing. He kind of said he was going to make it personal, but man, did he make it. I mean, granted, he could have, you know, he was a lot more respectful than we have seen Swerve be. So.
This guy Danielson is going to leave it all in the ring in Wembley. It don't matter what
He didn't say he was going to retire. I feel like a lot of people keep, even in his promo, he never said the word retire. He said last year as a full-time performer, and it's the last contract he will sign. He can still do handshake deals for part-time runs or just isolated matches. Yeah, it's a long-term rival. Part-time Bryan versus Swerve and Hangman. You see, the thing is, only if Bryan wins the title.
Breaking news for All in London. Now for the AEW World Championship. It is title versus career with Bryan Danielson versus Swerve.
We get free
Strickland.
walking.
Bryan, your title just got put, or your career just got put on the line against Swerve Strickland. Do you have any comment?
That's exactly how you go all in. That's the American Dragon. Every
Oh,
You want to see if I'm all in? Why don't you see if I'm all in next week? You and me on Dynamite.
whoa. Where did that come from? He just rooted you on.
Wow, I didn't expect that. That came out of nowhere. I mean,
Danielson, you good, bro?
the Owen Hart fight in this tournament,
Nah.
participation seems like he's a changed man. But now potentially facing Danielson next week.
Tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
Not this one.
Introducing first the team of El Toro Blanco, Rouge, the Beast Mortos, and Roderick Strong.
Roosh did not want to come out with his thing. Roosh, I feel like, wanted to have his own entrance. Wait, is that? Was it the assistant? Who's with Roosh?
And set an example before we get to Wembley.
We're going to keep doing
And I think
this.
maybe he wants to prove to Jeff Jarrett firsthand that Danielson, he meant what he said. He is all in on this. He is all in on winning the AEW World Championship.
You guys
Oh no, it was Don Callis. Duh.
nobody's stepping stone, not even Danielson. I'm just saying.
Renee had a glitch. She needs to be checked on. Is that right?
Action at hand. Roosh
Like you good for him?
and Roderick Strong, a very interesting trio going into battle here tonight. And I understand. Oh, yes, I do understand. We were talking about Don Callis at the desk.
Didn't know Callis was here. Yeesh.
Team up vertically squeezed. Orange Cassidy. Tomorrow Hero. Ishii. And the Ring of Honor World Champion. Mark Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe remains Ring of Honor World Champion by fending off the challenge of Roderick Strong this past Friday night at Death Before Dishonor. And what an incredible week. A 7-day span Mark Briscoe had, Tony, defending that Ring of Honor World Championship. Being a part of the victorious Team AEW at Blood and Guts. Competing, winning on Collision. And now here tonight going into battle with Orange Cassidy and Tomohiro Ishii. Oh, wait a second.
It really is. Oh, and they're already starting to scrap.
But I'm telling you right now, he's going after Rouge.
Roderick went after Ishii. No. Orange is gonna go at it with Mortos. Wasn't there also a baby in the conglomeration? Yes, there is. Mark Briscoe's shoot baby is in the conglomeration. However, I believe not home, not here. Probably at home due to Milky's and nap. And no, it's not even nap. It's probably bedtime. What am I saying? Nap. Mans is not really. Toro, with his jean jacket. Oh my God.
Orange Cassidy was looking for the four revolution deja vu, but
Orange Cassidy watches some of my old matches, steal my spots.
Mortos
I was by being in conglomeration, formerly inducted by Mark Briscoe. Just to see -1 versus Baby Briscoe, right?
shoulder hit the spear.
I've been very impressed by Mortis lately.
The Mad King, yeah, he really is. I really hope his recovery is going well. It's looking like he's going to be out for the rest of the year. It's such pain
For brainbusters, but Ishii
to hear.
accelerates to the ropes.
But I don't think he's in Kingston's spot because he beat Kingston for the title while he was healthy and everything. I think Briscoe was probably going to turn heel. Not Briscoe, I'm sorry. Kingston was going to turn heel on Briscoe. Oh, it turned around. Ishii and Black Taurus. Call them Black Taurus. He's the Beast Mortos. I need to get it right. See that bash. Yeah.
Oh, and now look at this. Roosh and Tomohiro Ishii.
Good luck to Ishii because this Rouge, he's
Oh.
talk about a heavy hitter. That's Rouge. He's a killer.
You hit this corner. Let's go.
Now the shoulder tackle center of the ring. Neither man willing to give
Yo, I love this.
an El Toro Blanco.
Roosh trying out for the meat division.
Middle. Ishii ducks underneath, and there we go.
Oh,
Look at Rouge bounce back up now, right back up.
no snap mirror.
Oh, that didn't hurt.
Kick to the spine, and Ishii nose to nose.
Yeah, no side.
Yo.
This is really a
This is the type of match Roosh wants. This is the type of shit Roosh wants. Show us what's going on the outside really quickly. See Mortos.
of aggression and hatred.
For Kyle O'Reilly. Might be off tonight.
Step behind. Oh, look at how Ishii chopped down the lariat attempt, and now rolling elbow strike. Ishii goes down. Roosh on target with that big elbow.
Rouge so impressive, guys. So aggressive. Oh, he definitely is. And now look at
Title
this
for the
back.
meat division.
And Rouge about to throw hands. He's gonna
You say that and I just immediately hear Powerhouse's theme playing in my head.
Briscoe's a tough son of a gun. Yeah, former world ROH
No worries, Rhea. You're all good.
world champion.
Roosh vs. Briscoe first the world title. Yes, X-Kong. I'm here for it. Roosh is a former 2-time ROH world champion, if I'm not mistaken. We can go in that direction sooner rather than... For real, Cam. This is so great.
As the splash in the corner from Roosh, but Briscoe shuts him down with a big elbow.
Great timing that time by Rouge.
He's tough as nails, this kid. I'll give him that.
Brandon Martinez is like, come on, bro.
The launch pad sent into the ring.
Oh, I thought he was going to hit him with the knee.
Him off with the drop kick.
Speaking of great timing, how about that?
Roderick Strong, such a tremendous technical wrestler.
Bro. Get out of here with this chair shit.
Down and now flipping.
Oi.
From Mark Briscoe.
Blockbuster didn't quite have the full grip on it.
Briscoe.
He said, you know what? I'm going to use this chair that Roddy set up. Don't know what Roddy was going to use it for. But yeah.
Trios match is going to continue in picture. Don't go anywhere. Now this match has been barely able to stay in the ring.
Sabu spots right there.
Looks like the Beast Mortos and Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, Mark Briscoe really does love him some Sabu spots.
Cassidy has Mortos.
Now I should put it in perspective, yeah.
Orange Cassidy just running in. Nice shot by Ishii. Singling out the Beast Mortos is this Conglomeration trio.
Nice.
This is what you gotta do against
Russian leg
Mortos.
sweep now.
So big and strong.
That
Cassidy drops
sloth,
the cover.
sloth elbow.
Now, I respect Orange Cassidy, but a nonchalant cover like that is not going to take out. I'm not going to be able to let you take out an athlete like Mortos.
That's a great point.
Orange
Like-
Cassidy, everything he does is
Into my own.
it's just doing things. It's just he lives his life this way. He's very nonchalant. And now, Ishii being choked with that microphone cable with the referee inside the ring. Brandon Martinez trying to keep his eye on the action. Didn't see it.
The meat board.
He had a nerve hold, but it was not. It was the
Meat Bortos. Yeah, I will say he hasn't been featured much in this match. He's kind of just there.
very smart wrestling. Now the tag made. Roosh, the legal man.
He's got a new mask and everything.
Blows. Yo, Don, how's your relationship with Roosh? Because I'm hearing some scuttlebutt. I don't know. Listen, in Mexico they call me El Jefe. That's all you need to know.
El Jefe?
That's right, the boss.
I know what that is.
All right, that's something. Thanks for the
The
insight.
way that this in synchronization, just the boss.
He's lying.
I know him a long time. I know Don a very long time. And Roosh, no, the bull's horns pulls up short. Kick into the jaw. But I'm saying, does Roosh trust you? I need to know, Don. Does he trust you? Of course he trusts. Todo es bueno. Everything's great. You know that. Okay, all right. That was Spanish, Shivani.
I got that done.
Cover here.
Tranquilo.
Isn't that the Tegan and Sarah song in the Lego movie?
You are not about to stop him from getting in the ring like ever is something a referee in AEW is done. Mark Briscoe versus Sabu, imagine that. Roosh spat at Mark. Yeah, the spitting it.
Dynamite, a wild trios match.
I can't. Personally, that's something that pisses me off. Like, if someone spits at me, hands. That is what you will catch.
And Roosh working in tandem. Oh my God, he's in trouble. To punish Cassidy. Meanwhile, Roderick
Who do you think is better?
looking up,
Sure, Andrade.
smiling.
I don't know if I want to really compare them, if I'm honest.
Taz, would you refer to that?
I could say who I enjoy watching more, and I'd probably say that I enjoy watching Roosh more.
Cassidy, he is getting his ass whooped right now. Cassidy
I've been watching Andrade longer, though.
right into the
I remember watching him win the NXT title. That match against Johnny Gargano, that classic.
with a chance.
Arguably the best, they both are equal. Yeah, it's really hard to, like...
Sends Roosh into Mortos, and now Briscoe tagged in the legal man.
Like, if you were to go, the tag team of Roosh and Andrade, who's the Genetti? I would be like, no one. Because, like, they both shine. They both thrive. They're both top single stars. That could also be a team. That could also be a trio with Dragalistico or Dragon Lee.
Roosh and Mortos. But he's from the southern part of
Or even to a lesser extent, Preston.
Sandy Ford. Oh, Enziguri. Sussex County.
Yep, they're rednecks everywhere, guys.
You know the half and half? Nope, not quite. Go for that half and half backbreaker.
Tags in. Oh, look at Roderick Strong throwing the elbows. Ishii
Roddy, you learned this lesson like last week, bro. Come on now.
just walking forward. And nothing hurts this guy. That's amazing.
Nothing hurts this guy. That's amazing. And then that German suplex, beautiful.
On Roosh. German suplex for Mortos. And Roderick Strong looking for no.
You say that, Zachary, but I don't know if he has. Look at what LWO is doing. It's a bunch of nothing over there, isn't it? Yeah. LWO is kind of just falling flat. The most relevant thing of it lately is what Carlito's doing with Judgment Day. It seems like the whole LWO thing has kind of fallen to the wayside as a result. Yo, the Tilt World DDT. Beautiful. Oh, no. Froggy Bow. It's on like Donkey Kong. Truth. Like, no, seriously, I'm not a violent person. I am very pacifistic when it comes to, like, real-life conflict. But, like, that is one of the most disrespectful, if not the most disrespectful thing someone could directly do to me. And that's where I'm just like, I don't know if control is worth it at that point. Yo, let's go. Let's get some fucking Mortos going on in this match, please. The duck and then the tope no got caught. Yes, let's go. Bryan's contract ends tomorrow. Correct, Eric. Presumably there's going to be a handshake deal going on from here. Contract extension, something of the sorts. All right. Got fantastic hair, too. It's much longer than I thought it was. Nice with the wrestling slam, the Olympic slam, the angle slam. Called it wrestling slam at first. Nice with the tiger bone.
Very well done by Strong. And now Ishii, though, counters out. Man, those shots from Ishii. Yeah, but you deal with Roddy Strong. This guy can bang, so he's a hitter. But now
there it is.
I believe Mortos did as well as Briscoe coming off the middle.
Mortos and Briscoe in here. Oh, that was a rough landing for him. I hope Briscoe's okay. That was a wild angle to land on his head there. Nice with the orange punch and then Mortos. Pop ups, lower and drop.
So many things, my God, for a man his size.
And now Mark Briscoe floats over Mortos, intercepts the lariat attempt.
Going for the J Driller. Got bonked on the head. Oh. No way. No way. Mortos just pinned Briscoe. He just pinned the world champion. Yo! Yo, Hologram just beat him last Saturday. What does that mean?
I was questioning how this trio of Roderick Strong, Roosh, and Mortos would get along, but they got along extremely well. And Beast Mortos just pinned Mark Briscoe, the Ring of Honor World Champion.
I love it when a plan comes together, Excalibur. That's all I'm going to say.
That was a plan?
Of course. And you see Mike Bennett and Matt Taven hoisting up Roderick Strong as Kyle O'Reilly attending to Mark Briscoe. Wow. A massive...
Yeah, he got... Okay, there's Kyle O'Reilly. Okay, so he didn't have a match. He was here at the show, though. She won by hitting him.
Let's catch up with the Acclaim and Daddy Ass.
Yeesh. Mortos rising to the top. Yo.
All right, everybody, get ready. That means load the family up. Truck, bus, car, bike, tricycle, it doesn't matter. Strap your seatbelts on. The Acclaim and Daddy Ass are coming to collision.
That's right. And right now, we're live from the Mid-Atlantic. It's the best wrestler alive, Platinum Max. It's the Acclaimed. And we're looking for FTR.
Well, why are you putting yourself up in front like that?
Nowhere to be found. Where are you? Wow, are you frightened of the Blood and Guts MVP? You scared to come face to face with the best wrestler alive? You're scared of the Acclaimed. But don't worry. Everyone loves the Acclaimed. And the Acclaimed loves the Carolinas. It's quaint. The people are simple here. The Southern hospitality is great. But I want to be welcomed by the two guys, FTR, Dax and Cash. I want to be welcomed by those two guys, the guys who said, I'm not a serious wrestler because I make rap songs, because I make music videos. But you know what? I think that maybe, Dax and Cash, you guys aren't serious wrestlers because you didn't show up today in your own hometown to get your ass whipped by the best wrestler alive.
That's right.
That's right.
FTR, you want to bring up the Acclaim's name randomly and talk trash and talk all your garbage, and you don't show up to face us and man up to what you said. So fine. We will come to you. The Scissor King, the best wrestler alive, the Acclaim, we will come to you. Saturday night on Collision, FTR. Will you show up? I know Dallas will show up. Why? Because everyone loves the Acclaimed. It's time to nut up or shut up.
You know, something ready to start in AEW. That's a hard one, depending on the perspective you go look at. But I have a hard time not saying Kyle O'Reilly. It's a world champion competitor, in my opinion. But yes, be right back, y'all. I have returned.
I already said all I needed to say, but go on. Ask your questions.
Okay. Here we go.
I think we're all just looking for a bit more of an explanation on the heinous things that you did to Tony Storm.
What more do I have to explain? Do you not watch the show? It's all been very clear. From day one, I said I wanted to be just like Tony Storm. I gained her trust, her love, got closer to her than anybody else. And then I sliced her open and wore her skin.
Oh my god. Wild way to phrase that.
Why Tony Storm? What did she ever do to you?
Nothing. And that's why she was perfect. I love Toni Storm. She gave me everything I ever wanted. Tony always said this business would eat you alive. I guess it was just my turn to eat.
Well, now that Toni Storm is back,
I'm not answering any more questions.
It's like old school 90s every time. I hear that, you could actually. I don't know if I'm about the handlebar mustache, if I'm honest. Oh, okay.
Sunday, August 25th, the conniving, the cutthroat, Mariah May, the glamour, will challenge timeless Toni Storm for the AEW Women's World Championship in Wembley Stadium. Mariah May.
Yes, he definitely has put on some muscle.
The already fragile psyche of our AEW Women's World Champion, timeless Toni Storm.
Tony really created the Mariah monster. Yo?
You said you loved me. Well, I love you too.
Oh my gosh. Wow, she got all up in her feelings after that interview.
Find what you love and let it kill you. Well, at Allin, it's gonna be the romance of a bloody lifetime.
Toni Storm, she lost it here.
Oh my gosh. If she has never been the most stable in her timeless era. I can't with the beating of the chest. The extra eyebrows drawn on over her eyebrows as well is so wild. This full wackadoo. Yeah, I was gonna say I think she will never look at a Shewa the same. Full on Joan Crawford from Mommy Dearest. And Stable Tony is pure cinema. Wow, Rhea. You and Deadpool had the same line of thinking. She's crazy, yo. Yes. You gotta love that her music's got to hit to walk out Camille for Camille's match. It's crazy, yo, for real. Legitimately unhinged. The Brick House, you say? Okay. EST, EST, no, not calling out her former tag partner. No, that's no. Well, technically former tag partner, but not former tag title partner. I forgot that they didn't win the tag titles in that builds to WrestleMania. Wait, they didn't, right? Pandemic era, Thunderdome era was a very hazy time for me. Rhea, please. She stole my wrestling name, excuse me. The Brick House. Lily Ray's Brooklyn name, that's amazing. That's amazing. See you, TK. See you.
As they say, hauling off and just hammering Brittany Jade. Well, you can see that quick first step explosion. Camille came out right out of the box. How quick and explosive she is. And now
Bailey and
eyes across that top
that'd be huge. CEO, DMD, EST, RTJ. It's really huge. We got to keep it up with the acronyms, fam. Come on, no. That's the in thing. Oh. Oh my gosh. Gosh. Okay. Yo, that leg lariat. That was almost so... Person that does not know me. How dare. SRS. Yep. I'm genuinely heated by this. 1 of the 3 tries to circumcision. 3 is a pattern. 4 is blatant theft. You are not Raw Deadpool. She is a beast. Holy crap. The emphasis on that power slam. The way she just looked at... did you just try to raise my hand? BHK, Brickhouse Camille. Yup, I'll be here for it.
The CEO, Mercedes Mone, wasn't dangerous enough on her own. Now enlisting Camille.
Okay, that helps, Trey.
Please say hello to your CEO.
Camille Brickhouse. Okay, that's a name.
And please welcome the newest member to Money Corporation, Camille.
I feel like the way she said that implies there will be other people joining, and I'm here for this. Let's get a stable. Let's make a stable.
Now you can see why
Whose house? Brick's house. Wild.
You see, for weeks I have been victimized by Britt Baker.
Have you though?
You know what? I have tried to turn the other cheek with a DMD. I have tried to be diplomatic, but Britt has taken things way too far with her constant harassment and attack on me.
Has she though?
She's obsessed with me. But I mean, who's not obsessed with the CEO? Now, Britt, you may have gotten your match at Allin at that stunt you pulled at Comic-Con, but your actions also got you suspended by my EVPs. So I am not worried because I have Camille. And not even Britt Baker can break down this brick house. So
The
Britt,
title
you
size
go on and
difference is
complain to
throwing me
anyone
off.
who's going to listen to you how you built this house with your blood, sweat, and tears? Well, nobody cares. Because AEW is my house now. And I'm
There's a lot of names on this lease.
into a mansion, because that's how I roll. But Britt, don't worry, because at Allin, losing to me will still be the greatest thing that has ever happened into your career. Because money changes everything.
Wow, the confidence of Mercedes. I tell you, I respect the hell. Yeah, I mean, you'd be confident too if you had Camille watching your back. Oh, that's true. That's true.
Imagine comes out with right now, right?
Wembley Stadium, Mercedes Mone, Dr. Britt Baker.
That would change this whole build, Higurashi. But I do think that if Jamie is going to get involved with this program at all, it's going to be at Allin. And it'll just be like running in to stop Camille from being such a force. My house now, the Soraya reference. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, there's the Soraya, then you go Swerve. Like, there's so many people who were talking about this house being theirs. I realize he's from Monday Court. You see, the thing is, sometimes pro wrestling, you can just kind of see the writing on the wall. Again, not a bad thing, you know. It's I can tell you right now, there's been plenty of times, especially with WWE, where I've just been like, this thing, then that thing, then that thing, and this thing is gonna happen, and then it just happens, and I'm like, am I psychic, or do they just make it that clear to me? And it's usually somewhere in between the two. Not psychic, but you know, you get a sense for these things, you know, as a fan when you keep up with these things. And I don't just mean me. Yeah, I say you in the general sense. For okay, that was weird how it faded out and then back in. So yeah, I know there's a lot. So it's simply an Airbnb at this point, right? But I thought Brick House was Russell West. Right, CK is still. I love you say that. I love that bit in particular, okay, because Beef has been an indie worker for like some time. I'm pretty sure his career predates AEW. I could be wrong. No, like 100% at the very least that TK is somewhere in WatchaMania. And like, welcome, dude, but also, you cheeky bugger. I guess that Adam Cole was... fair, Higurashi. And again, that was a writing on the wall thing, because even me, who did not want, like, there were 3 people I wanted to be under that mask before I wanted it to be Adam Cole, because I did not want the bromance to end, and 2, it felt like it didn't make sense to me at the time. But after he spelled it out, it is just like, Are you calling Living turn, heel turn? Naturally, Mercedes coming heel faction months in advance, 100%. Nope, totally get that. The main event is going to be Darby Allin versus Hangman Adam Page, and that's just going to be chef's kiss. Can you believe, again, 2 day oneers? Darby wasn't technically day 1, but like relatively close. And this is their first match in the company. The reservation is incredible. The depth of this roster is deceptive in its enormity. It's kind of ridiculous that we can pull this off. It's not always done the most succinctly, but all the same. 2 guys who up until recently have been babyface their entire time, never crossing paths, like in story or otherwise.
Ladies and gentlemen, your main event is set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Approaching ring first from Aaron's Creek, Virginia, weighing 229.
For some reason, Hangman doesn't get the record, doesn't get the he doesn't get an upper third, nothing but just his name. I don't get it. The mystery is Tony Khan and Nick Khan related. I don't know. Maybe, but I don't think so. It makes sense at the beginning because mixture rough the trail. Right. Shao Kahn? Right. Hangman v Swerve or Drew? I personally am more. Excuse me. I'm personally more invested in Hangman v Swerve myself.
From Seattle, Washington, weighing 175 pounds.
It's much more unique, I feel. Both of them are relatively unique in their own right. Like, it's not like, oh, this Drew CM Punk story is just a copy paste of insert program here. Because I don't think that's the case. I think they're both one of a kind in their own ways. But I find it interesting how Swerve came out and was like, I'm taking your spot. And drove one of the most pure baby faces mad in literally taking his spot all the way down to the fandom. That's incredible to me. The CM Punk Drew thing had my attention a lot more pre-Mania. But now that it's just kind of become CM Punk, hey, I'm going to cost you. Hey, I'm going to cost you. Hey, I'm going to cost you. I'm kind of past that. And Drew feels like he is being treated as much more of a heel than he should be. Rampage collision fast. Failed. Both obsessions are equally just as good to me. Fair enough, Higurashi. Completely, yeah, to each their own, you know. Where's Rampage and Collision at? Please do not spam, David. I did not answer the question earlier. I did see your message earlier. So that was my bad, but yes. To answer your question, Rampage, same place, Greensville, South Carolina. It's going to be the same place here as Dynamite. And Collision is going right back to Arlington, Texas, baby. It's going to be their 3rd show in a row for Collision. The bell was wrong. David, please. Or just answered. Umbra, because I'm going to WWE that shows the bright, shiny new toy. Huh? I don't know about that, Eric. How does that? Where do you get that perspective?
Came up big for Team AEW last week. Thanks, Taz. All right, here we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly.
There's one area because I think it's 6 stacks. Oh. Nice drop kick.
There he goes. You know he's going to do something.
Yeah, this match is already. Yeah, they're already going a mile a minute at it, and I'm here for it. Oh, caught. Oh.
I think too quick right into the contest, going for that crazy coffin top off the top there, but that's what Darby does. He just takes crazy.
Very much appreciated, Ray. I want to try and. I've not been the best in giving the show my attention.
You're right, and that could separate it, as you know. That could definitely pop your shoulder out and tear it up. And see that he knows. Hangman knows he's going right towards that shoulder.
We know, Taz, that Hangman Page has a profound vicious streak. I mean, that became apparent.
Yeah, he does. He hasn't had it for too long, but he's demonstrated enough for us to expect it out of him at this point.
And I think it works. I really think it works, and he's got to keep that, especially with a guy like Darby Allin.
This didn't take long for this to go sideways. Take a look at this.
That's very fair, Craig, but we have 15 minutes left in the broadcast. I think they still have enough. I think there's a mirror. I think it's just the unique production of the match. Yo. Oh, that had to hurt. Mainly hurt Darby more. Darby, no, bro. No, dude. Okay, that was much safer than I thought it was going to be initially.
Oh, my God. Take another look at this. Darby Allin. Just a week after Blood and Guts taking...
I think it's coming, Igarashi. We still have a fair amount of time in this show.
Don't go anywhere. Our Dynamite main event continues in picture. Darby, Hangman.
Hell of a job by Bryce Remsburg. At least
Deadpool, that was a part of the story. No. I wouldn't. No, that's not. I remember disputing this back then and getting proven right. Hangman losing to Jericho. That was very much a part of Hangman's story. Hangman's chase to the title. He was not top guy material in 2019. He legitimately wasn't. If nothing else, because he didn't have that reputation to carry him. He had the ability to be that guy, but not the belief in him to be that guy. So there was the journey going there, and a very unique one at that. One that faced a lot of internal conflict and self-doubt. Very non-conventional things for a pro wrestling top babyface. Jericho also, for mainstream namesake. You could argue that you could have gone somewhere else with Kenny Omega, but as you clearly saw, there was a very clear intention with Omega and Hangman that followed that. More so than that, the first four world champions of AEW were indeed plans from the start of AEW, in the order they were. Being Jericho, Mox, Kenny, Hangman. Hangman was in Bullet Club, yeah. I think he could have won it and it would have been okay. I thought so at the time, too. I actually was upset that he didn't win it at the time. But hindsight proved me wrong as time went on.
You got him in the driver's seat. It's tough. It's tough sledding if you're Darby Allin or anyone.
I think Jericho to Moxley, specifically, was a great way of establishing the title as legitimate, as high caliber. You put it on Hangman and Adam Page, that's still the biggest title he's won up to that point. But to a lot of people from a perspective, oh my God, that high angle DVD. Woo! Would you also consider MJF a plant? An industry plant? I don't know. I don't know about that.
He sure did.
Jury's out on that. Yes, he wasn't a Bullet Club.
Hangman in control.
WWE has been in Greensville a lot over years.
Back to Dynamite, where the action in our main event has returned to the ring. Hangman Adam Page, Darby Allin going one-on-one for the first time ever inside an AEW ring.
Safely could have gone with Darby Allin. That's what we like him for. Into the sleeper.
This time, rear choke applied by Hangman.
And then the kick to the back. Yo.
Has a chance to be a 3-time TNT champion coming up, but man, I'm telling you, going up against Hangman Adam Page.
That's right, TNT title at All In.
Much left of Darby come London.
And then he's got that world title shot at Grand Slam in September. My God, what's going to be left of Darby?
I had a feeling Hiroshi.
Darby Allin has a lot of big matches and opportunities ahead of him.
I imagine if you was space N with like the I not inputting, then it would just autocorrect it to wasn't. It happens.
And then he comes roaring back.
Yeah, but I mean, just think how driven Hangman Adam Page has been, right? Just by Swerve Strickland's ascent to the top of AEW, claiming the top prize in our sport, the AEW World Championship.
The face rake.
Infuriated Hangman and
For real, Eric, and that's saying something because she's quite the character already. She's not the most sensible individual since this timeless character has come about.
The fans kind of getting to him here. Hangman, that is.
I mean, remember, Hangman, he's from Aaron's Creek, Virginia. He's from the Mid-Atlantic. This is cover here by Darby. As Darby.
Bottom rope springboard, nice.
Hangman able to kick out. Whoa. What happened? Lights went out here.
Yeah.
That's not good. Some of the lights. I don't know.
Uh-oh. I think this is a venue issue.
Not sure what's going on. Now the lights restored.
I thought for sure someone's going to come under.
Are we still in picture-in-picture, or are we back? I'm not quite sure, to be honest.
Well, regardless of the electrical issues.
What on earth was that? I have no idea. I do think it was just electrical issues, but it could have been something else. I'm not quite sure.
And Hangman Adam Page not allowing that brief disruption to upset his progress in this match.
Just a Mothman laying there defenselessly. The chest getting worn out.
Only once, Eric. That's nuts. Cause like, how do you tell that story? You know, double champ Darby. Tony didn't pay the light bill. Oh no, we're gonna have a step spot in here.
Like Hangman endured that double steel cage, that blood and guts match 1 week ago. Then past Friday,
House of Black just haunting the main events of every show.
other men. And now facing Hangman Adam Page here tonight as Hangman. Oh wait, Darby about to be sent into the steps. No, Darby
Ooh.
falls it over the steps. Watch out. And now, the crossbody. The strength of Hangman too much for Darby. Lower back.
Oh, it definitely wasn't.
Yeah, the spine hitting that steel right on the apron.
Now Hangman.
Oh no.
Could he think?
Watch those steps. Watch those steps.
Oh, powerbomb on the apron. But those steps still within striking distance for Hangman. A second powerbomb.
He's going for a third.
As Hangman a third.
Yeesh.
Referee Bryce Remsburg.
Like each one you got consistently higher.
Key matchup here tonight on Dynamite.
And once again, Darby's got the TNT title match at All In. He's got the world title match coming up at Grand Slam in September. Look at this.
I think it was probably fans love their wrestling, right? Pop off really quickly if you could, chat. I see a few people in the chat, but the stream is like, it's saying that there's no viewers, like literally none. So if you could pop off really quick, we want to see if this is just a YouTube issue. Oi! On the fucking steps! AK Prince. Wild Deadpool. Yeah, no, 100% Higurashi. That's absolutely the case. On the corner of the steps. Why would you do that? Still here. Okay. Good to hear. This is wild. You okay, YouTube? You're still here. Awesome. Love the wrestling. Yo, appreciate you. Okay. All right. Then maybe it's just a glitch on YouTube's part. I don't know. Whatever. Here, bet. Okay.
Is not broken in half, to be very honest with you.
You can see the redness, the welts
Yeah.
rising on the back of Darby Allin.
We're just about to get the audience back, right? I hope Darby's okay. Like, dude, why do you do this? Why is this okay to you?
To burn Jack Perry at Blood and Guts. I thought he had crossed the line, and I think Hangman in many ways is crossing the line here tonight as well. The fall-away slam on the steel steps.
Yeah, but you can't compare that to
Someone
someone
going
trying to
fast
burn
over
someone.
the sleepy day.
Right.
Right.
Darby just beat the count.
Oh, and then tumbling back out to... That's smart. Oh, he's... Yeah, that spot is rough. He's a man, and he truly is. I'm concerned. I want Darby looking like he's getting a little extra time for himself.
What the hell is Hangler doing with these steps now? What's next here?
And Hangman, you know, something I observed earlier in the match, he keeps looking at the children in the audience. Oh, and no, Darby going.
What?
First. Man, his face hit flat.
That's a strange call.
Step of those steel steps.
You know, you bring up a good point there, Colorado, looking at the children in the arena. And I'm sure that goes back to his children and what happened.
Yeah, to Swerve Strickland. The home
I
invasion.
figured that was alluding to, but it's just like wild to come up out of nowhere, you know. He's a madman.
And violence, it's part of the fun. My son was part of that his whole childhood.
You got it. Don't you say that, Nate.
Okay. Go see wrestling, you want to see some intensity and somebody getting their ass kicked.
The shape of steel steps. Oh, God.
It's Dynamite, that's what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Top to bottom, man. When it
The
started
jacket
out with
spot.
Lance Archer
That's a
and Will
scary
Ospreay.
thought.
Great match.
But Darby, ineffectively.
That ruling elbow. Oh,
Got him, he's got him here.
he's got that arm up.
Darby.
Allowed him to bridge
A
out.
little bit of a bridge kick out because I don't think he has the power because he's hurt so much to do a full kick out, but it worked.
Yeah, Darby really had to put his entire body into that one.
I'm really surprised you were talking about the bridge. He arched up that back. It's been assaulted here in this match. Still was able to help him kick out of that.
You can see in that man's eyes, it's dark. It's dark, and I respect that.
No, it's Tuesdays night on YouTube.
Up to the top. What are we going for here? Oh, I think he's going to go for that moonsault power slam. I was thinking superplex at first, but...
Between Darby Allin and Hangman Adam Page. Hangman has just been punishing Darby Allin for minutes on end, yet somehow Darby Allin able to survive.
Yeah, Darby has been battling back, keeping himself alive, but Hangman has just shown no stop. What the hell's going to happen now?
Hangman.
Oh. He realized he wasn't going to make the moonsault happen, so he just went for the fall away. Oh, that was a harsh landing, though.
Landing in a heap.
Yeah, crash landing on the far side of the ring. Oh, wow.
Jeez.
And the crowd, I mean, he's just been stunned into silence by this beating that Hangman Adam Page is putting on Darby Allin.
Intense. He's intense. He is sick. He's looking at those steps again, twice. Darby has felt the steps.
What are we doing
Darby
here?
can't take any more. And I've said that so many times during the Darby match, but my God.
Yeah, Hangman Adam Page may be looking to put a permanent end to the career of Darby Allin. It's Darby, though, escapes.
And, like, for what, bro? What's the heat?
I think that's
Oh, his head is right. Why are you resting your head right there?
And Hangman stepping down Darby, you could see fatigue. Oh, no, swings out the leg.
that saved himself for a bit right there.
And Darby, he was playing possum, now gouging the eyes of Hangman Adam Page.
Well,
Darby getting dirty here. Not for nothing. Understandable.
His opponent's doing.
And Hangman stunned.
With Hangman being as unhinged as he is.
Darby's gonna hit the ropes. Darby, what the
Bro. Oh, that was awesome.
through the ropes.
Love unique shit like that.
Shot. Darby is excellent at using his body as a weapon. Look at this impact. Great camera shot right there from behind.
That's
Oh,
how
that
Darby
was.
Allin overcomes the size disparity. That is
I
evident.
think he might have bumped his head. Hope he's okay. That being Hangman.
Shabbat, you got to be creative, and that's what Darby has always been.
And he was innovative and creative right there, Taz, and he saved himself because he was going to be power-driven on the steps.
Referee Bryce Remsburg I believe up to 7 now on the 10 count. Hangman.
What's dude doing? He's taking off his belt?
Right there. Look, that's what it looked like he was doing. Yeah. Hangman returns to the ring. Darby.
Oh my gosh, those clubbering shots. That was a shoot. No, man. Is that a DQ? That feels like that should be a DQ. Wow, okay. Bryce really let that slide. Matador was lit. Agreed, Eric. That was a fun spot.
Looking to build. Looking to keep up this momentum as he heads to the top once again, perhaps thinking coffin drop. Hangman down.
I feel like the logic is receipt, you know, with everything that... Oh, into the sleeper. So clever. Oh, escaped out the... Oh.
Almost got him. That was a nice counter by Darby.
Perfect.
Counter by Hangman, even nicer by Darby to turn it into a pinning predicament.
What are you doing? You aren't really. Man's went for the move theft. Oh my gosh. But yeah, after the stair spots and stuff like that, I feel like Bryce was inclined to let it be, but also being like, dude, what are you doing? Oh, 100% correct.
Special programming note coming up this Saturday. Collision airs at a special
That's
start time,
fine.
5 p.m. Eastern.
For real, Higurashi.
Only on TNT.
Exactly. Special start time, 5 Central. If you're an AEW fan, you're here for the Collision Watch Along. Do tune in. We are still doing a Collision Watch Along and a SummerSlam Watch Along. There will be 2 separate streams. It's going to be an experimental thing on our part. Do stick it out with this. Jarrett versus Danielson is not a match I thought we were going to be getting, especially at this point. Yes! I love that kick out. That specific type of kick out. I was hoping that was going to be the case. Just the snap shoulder up like I'm not. Like just like the surge of life kind of thing. We do and V got over, and you're right. Wow, this match has been going on a minute. Well, really about 15. Speaks for Jeff Jarrett. I will be so upset. Deadeye. Oh. Oh.
He's not done. He's not done. Yeah, you're right, but I think Darby might be done because his arms are not even moving. A second Deadeye. God.
Oh.
Just cover him. Just cover him, dude.
He's not. He's not going to cover him. Why are you not going to?
What's going on? That is not the face of a man that is
Like it's intentional. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And these 2 lads agreed to get grimy.
Looking at the crowd, looking at the kids in the crowd, and now perhaps poised to deliver the knockout blow, to deliver the buckshot lariat.
Mans is not moving. Why are you anticipating him to get up? The dead man, Darby.
It's given Darby plenty of time to get up here, and that's what he wants. Darby to rise to his feet, and Darby's doing everything he can to get up.
But you know, well, Darby's about to get jacked up right here.
He'll put himself in harm's way. He doesn't realize it. Best thing Darby can do, though, get to the other rope. Don't go back to the ring.
Oh,
Smart. There's no way that wasn't intentional.
But I think he wants to dismantle his head from his body, but Darby didn't have the energy to even stay steady.
Well, I don't know, actually. Maybe that was just timing. That his body gave out like that. I'm waiting for the possum. Yep, there we go. Yo, Maestro. Stolen. Wow. Bryce is not about it. It's like, no, you will put some respect on my name. I called the 3 and you will understand that. Oh yeah, I gotta drink it, sir. One of the most crazy officials I've seen in wrestling. 100%. Like that's never like you. I can't remember something so vile happening in a pro wrestling match. Mainly a mainstream pro wrestling match, but yeah. Damn. Oh. Gotta get those all-star 8-man tags going, you know? Mortos and the Disputed. What? Love that. Yeah, give us more things for Collision, maybe, if you want us to tune into that special star time. I mean, the diehards will anyways, but come on now. It's just Team Craig. Body educated Mortos, straight up. Although I do believe that that will be happening in the next season, so I'm not sure if you'll still have. But all the same, thank y'all so much for hanging out today. Appreciate y'all. Do drop a thumbs up on your way out before you leave. Make sure that bell's always on for notifications. So, again, thank you so much for hanging out, y'all. There was something else I wanted to say, but I'm blanking on it right now. So I guess I'll just say make sure to stop by for the Rampage stream when it comes on. Because, yes, we do Rampage watch-alongs around here. But... oh, okay, yes. Gotcha. But all the same, thank you so much for hanging out. Have a wonderful night, y'all. Happy wrestling. Peace.